this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Keep or Cull, this series where we play a lot of games and we decide whether to keep them or cull them. This is the last video before Spiel. This is the last day before Spiel. That means that we are going to be at Spiel. These are Spiel games, and as we said in the other videos like this, especially important now. I always feel it, but I feel it even more now, that some of these games are great or fun, or could be great for you, even though we are not keeping them.
Yes.
Because as we had said, and people wanted to see like proof, there's games everywhere. There's too many games. People are like, show us the games. And I'm like, no. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, maybe. And that's the thing I want to tell you. Other than that, we are going to do two things. Which Spiel, we're going to do daily vlogs.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. You can meet us. And also we're going to do on Sunday when we get back. Hopefully not super delayed like last year.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Alive and Asleep video where we talk about the games that we got. It's usually a very fun video. So if you want to join us on that live, you can do that.
Yeah.
But where can they meet us?
They can meet us like walking around on the halls. Please give us a secret sign or say hello or chat with us or whatever. And if you want to like know where we are,
yes.
We're going to be at the Chili Fox Aporta Align booth.
I was thinking we're going to have like a GPS tracker. You can go to whereisbgramblings.com and just like boop, boop, boop.
And we're going to be at that booth on Friday from 14 to 18 and also on Saturday from 10 to 14. We're also going to be at the Meet and Play on Saturday from 16 to 17/18 in Sal Europa or Hall Europe.
So please come there, because if there's nobody there, it's going to be kind of awkward. And we're like, we have a table here. Nobody wants to speak with us.
Well, we have to bring a little game. So.
Yes, so we can play something if nobody arrives. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. And hopefully if you're not going, we will see you on the live. But now, the last batch of games that we played that are Spiel releases. Let's go. You can begin on your side with this one. And by the way, everything is a review copy because it's not out yet.
High-rise penguins.
Yes, do the paddle. Do the paddle. Do the paddle. Do the paddle. One, two, three, boom!
It's a double cull.
Yes.
Talk
about this game.
Yeah, this is kind of a dexterity game. Like in...
Just kind of?
It is a dexterity game. Like, it reminded me of Rhino Hero, which I enjoy. So you're playing cards on top of this tower and you're trying to get rid of all your cards. I didn't have strong feelings towards this one. I can enjoy a good dexterity game, but this is not one that I will seek out to play again. I thought it was a little boring.
I enjoyed it, but I would rather play Rhino Hero. And it gives me a lot of the same vibes. This is basically like a Uno Rhino Hero combination-ish. It might be like a bit tougher than Rhino Hero, in the actual building. So I enjoyed that. Like we laughed a lot. You say you were bored, but you laughed when we played the game, and we had fun with it. But it's not a genre that we like. We need a lot of games in that genre. And we have two, so we're probably going to keep those.
Yes,
so that's a call. Next up, we're going to have Chunker Party. This is a small little... It's saying it's a lively party trick-taking card game. Let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3, boom!
Double call.
We have played a lot of trick-taking games lately. If you are into trick-taking games, you probably might think this is a bit simple. It is, again, it feels like a mix of Uno and trick-taking games. Yeah. Because it has skip the turn, it has a reverse. I don't know how lively it is. I don't know, it doesn't feel like a party game. It's it's a card game. And we might not be the liveliest party game players in the world. But it is a very short game. It is fine, but it's not giving me if you are not into trick-taking games and just want a very simple card game, you might like it more than us. But for us who have been heavy into those lately, it felt fine.
The thing is that the person who's starting, that's decides to jump for the whole trick, and the last player to play a card matching that, or the chunk card, which is
very cute.
Very cute.
The animals are cute.
The best card.
Little god, little doggy.
Wins the trick, and if it comes back to the starting player and he wants to keep going, then everybody has to go again. I thought it was boring, and I think like one of the persons that we played it with said that it has some similarities with Exploding Kittens, and after we played it, I agree, and I would rather play that than this.
We have more
We're
games.
not keeping that.
Oh no, we have more games.
Yes, we
now
do.
It's your side.
Keyframes.
Keyframes. This is from a new company. They have 2 games. The other one is over here. It's called Combo Games. This is from Shay and Isra. I just want to say it completely correctly. Who, for example, has made a little game that's pretty good called The White Castle.
Yes.
This is a very different game from The White Castle. It's it says like 20 minutes on the box. 2 players took like 10 minutes. And now we're doing the paddle. Do the paddle. Do the paddle.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Boom.
Oh, it's a cull from me, a keep from you.
Yes. This was very on the edge.
Yeah.
Because this was very fun for 10 minutes.
I agree.
It's like and I think, like we played it 2, I think it would be pretty good with 3, or better with 3. And there's like a team version. I don't know why it doesn't work to play just with 4. Maybe there's just too few cards, something like that. But you have to play a team version, so we haven't got to do that. I would really like to play it with 3. And it's a very short game. And it's like you can teach it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's very easy. You play cards and you want to play like at a sequence that makes it like a scene. And you do that by playing cards for turn order and then
bidding, basically.
Yeah, and then drafting cards. And I can see it being more exciting with 3 players. We haven't tried that.
And it's gonna
like
be
with the drafting.
It is like if you play this and just like never try to block the other player, it might not be that interesting. But it's one that I feel like if you are okay with, I might skip out on these points, but I'm going to take that and hopefully be able to get more points with that and blocking you from those points.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that, and I would like to play it with more people.
Okay.
And it's a small box.
I thought it was alright, but we can keep it if you want to.
I want to. Next up, we're going to have Neko Syndicate. This is the other game from Combo Games. This is from Danny Garcia, who, for example, has done Daitoshi that we just recently reviewed. This is all about being cats, mobsters, running the sushi delivery services and trying to be the best at it like no one ever was.
Yeah.
And the theme is cool, and you're basically doing this pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of in the whole Mountain King.
Yeah,
in the whole of the Mountain King.
Yes, I thought the same thing.
Where you are getting resources in this like pyramid thing. And here as well, it's like you're building up a pyramid of cards and doing the actions, moving your little action meeple. It's a game where you play at the same time, 15 rounds, very quick game. Let's do the paddle. 1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a keep from both of us.
I like this.
I really like this. First of all, the theme is so cool.
Yes.
It's cute and
Cool
whimsical.
as a cat.
And also I think the puzzle is really fun and challenging because like you think about the combos that you would like right now. Okay, right now I would like to produce some white fish and move it here and then put rice on it so I can deliver it. But later on I would like to do it please in another order, and suddenly you have way too much fish produced and you will get negative points, and you can also move through these subway stations which like can give you then these cool shortcuts compared to just delivering with your like bike delivery cat.
I think like the only thing I didn't like is that there is some luck of the draw, and if you're looking for some actions and you can't find them when you draw the cards,
that's true.
You're gonna get hurt by that. But then again, it's a 20-minute game. It's 30 minutes. It's a maximum 30 minutes game with 4 people, so I don't think it's a big deal. It says a thinky filler, and I agree with that.
I agree.
It has a lot of depth in a short while. A lot of different goals you can go for, and the 2 games we played felt very differently.
Yes.
Like one where like everybody got to do all the goals, and other one where you didn't, and it was like really depending, but still very tight and very interesting play. I'm really excited to play this more. It's a great one. It's completely a multiplayer solitaire because you are not doing anything. You're not just like hoping to get to the goals as fast as you can to get it before the other people. But other than that, you are basically doing your own thing. So if you hate that, you're not going to like it. But other than that, I don't usually like games which has like a simultaneous action selection. But here I really liked it because it was like so quick and I enjoyed my time with it. Next up, we're going to have Thingstead. Yeah. This is another one from Salt and Pepper Games. This is from Scott Alms. Let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3, boom.
It's a double Cull.
Yes, Scott Alms still hasn't made a game which had made me like, wow, I love this game. Do you remember any games he made? And you know, a lot of people likes his games.
Oh yeah,
for example,
for sure.
Beer and Bread.
Yes,
which we thought was a very
very
boring game. This one, I like the theme. I like the art a lot. I think the artwork is really cool. It's about Vikings, but they don't fight. It's all about trying to like influence the elders, influence the clans into trying to be the new leader of the clan. The thing about this game, for us, the times we played it, it feels very short and it feels like you're trying to rush it. There is like some, oh, but I can try to block you, but then it feels like for me, and it might be just like, because if you maybe if you're like used to playing war games, you go into this and like, oh, this is this war game thing. But the way we played it, ending up being like, oh, but I don't really want to be where you are, because if I am where you are, I'm going to influence less. And also, I'm going to then take away your stuff. So why doesn't I just go to the other side of the circle where you place your influence and just like try to rush my things to lock them? And also, you have to try to get some points in the clans as well. But it's a very low scoring game, which means like it's going to be like, oh, I got 5, you got 6. But you got 6, I got 7. And it doesn't feel that exciting. There's some special abilities, but the game is so short that... And you could say, oh, but you could just build up to get those special abilities. But then if I do that and you just go and score the game, you're going to win the game. And we do play it to win. I'm in it to win it. So the special ability is more like, I'm going to maybe have 1. Or like, because you can activate them and you can get them permanently. Getting them permanently felt like, I had this one thing. If it was a scoring card, it might be good. Or else, it might be okay.
Yeah, I agree. My main problem with this game is that I feel like it's over when I start to have fun with it. Then it's done. And yeah, that might be the way that we play it.
Yeah.
But this was a disappointment from Salt and Pepper Games for me. But I think that it's just like, if I will play a game that's this short, I would rather play something that gives me more of a satisfaction in that short time span.
Or just spend 10 more minutes and play Operation Barclay.
Yay! Yes. That's a great game.
Last up for today is going to be Train and Railway. This is from Good Game, from Sunger, who made the mini dinosaur game that we played a couple of weeks ago and really liked. And this is a bigger game. It's a crayon rail game-ish. You are building railways on a map with a marker. So you're basically, every time you play is going to be a new map, and you will be able to play differently depending on the players you play with. And it could have been like, in this kind of crayon rail games, it could have been tiles, but it's just like a little thing. Like it feels like, oh, we are building our own little network, and then you're trying to utilize that network that other people have built to just do the best like gameplay loops that you can, get the resources to deliver to the contracts, get upgrades, and be the best rail person. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double Cull.
But I like this. This is like, I think, the Cull I liked the best from this week.
Oh yeah.
Or from this episode. I think that we played a little rules mistake in the beginning, which made it last a bit longer.
Yes.
But if we didn't do that, it would have been an hour for 4 people, and I think that would be a great length for it. I enjoy that I had both the agency of building up the map, trying to utilize your lines, trying to utilize my lines, and also building up the upgrades that you get to like go, okay, I'm going to try to maximize this. It's all about like exploiting these different like combos and getting to do things as fast as possible and score more points than the other people.
Yeah, it feels really like you're building an engine because it goes really slow in the beginning, and for us the first time it went particularly slow. But you really get to a point where, because you get a bigger network that you can exploit, you get these bonuses that you get things just like rolling, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
So I liked it, but not enough for me to keep it.
No, and also you usually don't love a lot of these 1 hour long train games.
That's true.
That's not like your favorite thing. I liked it, but I'm not gonna keep it.
We have one more game. Did you forget that?
Do we have?
Yes, we do.
One more game.
One more game. I just like, is that the last game?
Oh yeah, we have one more game. I thought it was a last game. Yes, you are right. I was counting wrong with my maths. One more game. Witchdom. This is one about being witches, going out there trying to brew potions, trying to get more witches into your clan, trying to get these animals to come into your clan, trying to get the tools of the trade, trying to do all the things to be the coolest witch in the kingdom.
Cool.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double Cull.
Yes.
I would argue that I like this better. So this is my favorite Cull of the week.
Cull of the week.
Yes.
That is like,
Cull of the
welcome back
week.
to Cull of the week.
This was a cozy game. It was like very simple, short and sweet. It says 30 minutes on the box, and you're basically just playing like a witch, and it lets you interact with some areas, which gives you resources, different cards, potions that you can brew, witches, whatever, the things that you said.
Yes.
And then you're trying to get like the right combinations so you can get them over to your clan and then score points for them. I thought it was fine. It's really like enjoyable.
It's basically an open drafting game. You are drafting from these 3 areas, and then there's a recipe fulfillment because you have these potions that are the recipes that you're drafting.
Yeah.
I think this is a very solid game. I think for me it was a bit light, but if you are looking for this, it's the same publisher did Tea Garden. If you look at that and think that might be a bit too much for you, I think this is a very solid game. It's a very good design.
Yes.
I liked playing it, and the people we played with who have played a little bit less games than us, they enjoyed it more than us as well.
Yes.
So I think that this is a good game, but not one that I need to stick around.
Yeah.
So those are the games. Those are the
games.
actual games. So 7 more games done, and we are done with all of the pre-Spiel stuff. Now comes all the
real Spiel stuff.
Yes, but we're very happy that we've been able to cover all of these games for you now, and we hope you've been enjoying it to see both all of the bigger releases and also the small stuff and bigger stuff we've done on Keeper Cull. We hope that it's been a good way for us to bring you all of these, basically speaking about the games, and I think Keeper Cull is a good format for that because we can speak about games, and even though we choose to cull something, somebody else is going to love it. And I love that about this, that we can just like share games. Even games that we like, games that we didn't like, games that you might like, games that you might not like. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
If you did, not you.
I enjoyed this video.
Did you enjoy the video?
I did.
So Sunniva liked this video, which means you should subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
And a little reminder, if you want to see what games we will be covering on the channel after Spiel, come join us for our live video on Sunday evening.
It's only for subscribers.
Yes.
So you have to subscribe. How much does it cost?
0 kronor.
0!
Which is the currency here in Norway.
And that's going to be the end.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.